The sun sets over ancient Samaria, casting long shadows across a kingdom at a crossroads, where the weight of an uncertain future hangs heavy. Inside a dimly lit chamber, the great prophet Elisha lies weakened. His body is failing, but his spirit remains a beacon of divine strength. King Joash enters the room, his royal robes trailing behind him. He falls to his knees, overwhelmed by the impending loss of his spiritual mentor. My father, he cries out, the chariot of Israel and its horsemen. He fears that with Elisha, Israel's true protection will vanish. Suddenly, a surge of divine energy pulses through the dying prophet. Elisha sits up, commanding the king to take up a bow and arrows. Elisha places his frail, trembling hands over the king's steady grip. A faint, golden glow emanates from where their hands meet. A transfer of power. Open the window toward the east, Elisha directs. As the shutters swing open, the bright morning light of a new day floods the chamber. Shoot, the prophet commands. The king releases the string, and the arrow streaks across the sky, a herald of God's coming intervention. This is the Lord's arrow of victory, Elisha declares with passion. You shall strike the Arameans at Aphek until they are destroyed. But the prophecy was not yet complete. Elisha hands the king the remaining bundle of arrows, his eyes searching for the king's inner fire. Strike the ground with them, Elisha orders. It was a test of faith, a moment to reveal the king's hunger for total victory. Joash taps the ground, once, twice, 3 times. He stops, his actions polite, but lacking the desperate zeal required for a complete breakthrough. The prophet's face transforms. Where there was hope, there is now righteous anger. The tragedy of lukewarm faith unfolds in the quiet room. You should have struck 5 or 6 times, Elisha shouts. Then you would have consumed your enemy. Now, you will only have 3 victories. The room fades into a vision of what could have been. We see Israelite soldiers winning small battles, yet the enemy remains a lurking shadow. Incomplete obedience leads to incomplete victory. The king's lack of passion guaranteed that the threat would one day return to haunt them. Elisha sinks back into his bed, exhausted by the vision of wasted potential. His final lesson was one of warning for the generations to come. How often do we strike the ground only 3 times? How often do we settle for enough when God is calling us to total breakthrough? Don't stop striking until the victory is complete. Pursue your spiritual calling with everything you have, leaving nothing on the table. Join the Mind Gap community as we strive for total commitment in faith. Let your arrows hit the mark, time and time again.